Hands down, sheep are my favorite animals as a homesteader. They are less work than chickens, less work than rabbits, far more rewarding, and I think just the best looking animals. But in this video, I'm sharing 6 reasons why you should consider sheep on your homestead, especially if you're a first-time homesteader. Okay, reason number 1 why I love sheep. I'm going to start with my favorite. They are an absolute probiotic machine. So, soil health is incredibly important to any homestead operation, any farm, any garden. And if you're raising sheep, you are doing one of the best things you can for your land, and that is injecting thousands, maybe even millions of microorganisms into your land. So sheep have a rumen, this amazing system that basically allows them to ferment their feed, most of it being grass and forage, and turning that into a probiotic for the earth. You want that. Dead soil is no good. Soil that you have to inject with artificial fertilizers is no good. Putting sheep on your land is an incredibly effective way to inject life into your pasture. So if you consider their manure a fertilizer, it's free and better than any store-bought fertilizer that you're going to have. You're going to see higher nitrogen levels in their fertilizer than you will in any other manure fertilizer, so higher than cows, higher than horses. Finally, if you have bad land like I kind of do, this pasture was a parking lot before I moved here. It can heal your land, which many homesteaders like me are trying to do. It creates a regenerative situation, which is better than sustainable. Sustainable implies that you need very little external inputs. Regenerative implies that you're building a better system every single year, that the results are compounding, and that's exactly what you get with these probiotic machines. Okay, reason number 2, they do very well on grass or other forage. Now, this girl is having some hay. Her daughter's gonna maybe have some hay with her right now. But my other 2 ewes, you can see they're off going for forage. This is the first green grass we've had all year, so they're kind of on lowering their hay rations, and they're going on grass. But they do not need the same inputs that maybe a cow would need in order to get a good return. Just grass is perfectly fine. Okay, why am I over here with my small chicken flock? Well, if you raise chickens and you care about their quality of food, you know how difficult it is to get that. Organic feed is usually 3 times the price of your traditional chicken feed. And if you're feeding the cheapest chicken feed, well, that's the equivalent of you're feeding your chickens, McDonald's every single day. Okay? You don't function well in McDonald's every day, and neither do they. So back to the sheep. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to pay 3 times that price to get them to eat that. Right now, they're eating just a little fleck of hay, but they've been grazing all day on this grass. So it's really, really great to be able to cost effectively feed them exactly what they should be eating. Plus, again, back to their first superpower, being a probiotic machine, they're making better grass for you every single season. Reason number 3 why sheep are amazing on a homestead: they are excellent on a small scale operation. So what you see behind me, that's it. That's the entire pasture, okay? I've never measured it, but I would guess that my pasture is close to between 1/2 acre to 2/3 of an acre. Not a lot of land. And I'm able to very comfortably support these 4 ewes here. Yes, I have to buy hay in the winter, which right now we're kind of getting our first thaw, so my grass is growing back. But yeah, we're able to support these 4 ewes on just this property right here with, again, no outside food unless you call winter forage or winter hay an outside supplement. So if you're thinking about a cow, for example, a cow would not work here, okay? Maybe I could finish a steer here for like 1 season, but I definitely couldn't have a breeding operation here or a raising operation here. I could probably finish maybe a cow in here, but for what you would take to raise a cow and calf combo, you just couldn't do it here. Whereas these 4 ewes for what I can produce for them each year. That is, assuming I get 5 or 6 lambs out of them, and maybe half of them are sold as breeding stock and the other half go to freezer camp. Let's say that's 3 sheep that go to freezer camp. That's over 150 pounds of meat. So like I said, you can't raise a cow and calf pair here, but you can probably get 4 to 5 ewes on this type of land. It's also really helpful to have a small herd. And, I've got 4 here, but when they've got babies, I've got 9 or 10 sheep running around. And it's nice to have a herd for the reason that it's easier to part with them. So, like I said, we do sell for breeding stock here, as well as, some rams are just kind of destined to go into the freezer. But it's easier to part with them. It's always difficult to part with your animals, whether for a sale or for food purposes, but it's easier to part with them if you can have a small herd rather than just like 1 cow. And on that note, these are social animals. If you haven't seen my video about raising sheep in the backyard, totally possible to do, but make sure you have at least 2, okay, because they're social animals. Okay, reason number 4. These sheep are great first-time animals. Probably should have mentioned this at the beginning. If they look a little ragged, it's because it's been raining here today, which we are grateful for over here. But back to reason number 4. They're a good first-time animal. They are easier than goats. They are smaller than pigs and much smaller than cows. So if you want something bigger than a rabbit or a chicken, a sheep is a really great place to start. They have really nice personalities, very sweet ewes. 2 of mine are 2 years old and 2 of mine are 1-year-olds, but just really, really sweet personalities. I will say that rams can get a little rambunctious. I think it's also worth mentioning that sheep can get loud. Sheep, other sheep, but so be aware of that. Okay, reason number 5. Lamb tastes delicious, and it is a delicious, healthy, and manageable meat. So let me just start right here by dispelling the myth of greasy lamb. The reason why, if you or a friend of yours does not like lamb, is because you're eating the bad stuff, okay? You're eating a sheep that was not bred or made for the meat business. These are Dorper, okay? These girls produce meat, and their lambs produce meat. They're very meaty animals, very delicious cuts, and they don't taste greasy. You see this girl in the back? She's my 2-year-old that's never been sheared, so you can see she still has a bit of her first year coat on. Where's the rest of it, you ask? She sheds it. Yes, she sheds that wool or that hair. So these are hair sheep. What that means is that the lanolin oil that it takes to keep their wool moist and insulated is a fraction of what you would see in a wool sheep. That lanolin oil is what gives sheep their kind of greasy or gamey taste, which I don't necessarily mind full-flavored lamb that much, but many people have an issue with it. You do not get these with these sheep. These taste great. Not to mention, lamb is among the healthiest meats that you can have out there. Watch my video on lamb, but just the quick version of it is plenty of omega-3 fatty acids, gives your body the power to fight free radicals, which fights cancer, helps reverse aging. Just an incredible meat. And hey, you're growing it in your backyard. It can't get healthier than that. Also, if you're interested in making a little bit of money on it as a homesteader, it's pretty good to be able to do that. So it's easier to sell 1 lamb, I've found at least, than selling, pieces of a cow. The reason being is because a cow, you're getting 450 to 500 pounds of meat from that cow. Whereas with these, people are more comfortable taking a full lamb rather than half a cow. 50 pounds, 250 pounds. You see what I'm saying? They're easier to sell. And my favorite part is they fetch a little bit of a higher price than beef. All right, my 6th and last reason why I think sheep are worth considering on any homestead is that they're incredibly easy to raise. Really, just food and water is what they take to survive. Now, there's a couple of other things that you can do to have a better experience with them. Occasional supplements. So what we do is I like to have free choice mineral salt, as well as, see, look at that, she's eating leaves, guys. She's going for leaves over this young grass that's going in. Like, that's how hardy these animals are. Thank you, Winnie, for helping me on this part of the video as I'm talking about how easy you are to raise. And you're showing off your resilience right here by eating leaves that fell off last fall. But I was talking about occasional supplementation. So we will give, free choice minerals. You definitely want a mineral with selenium in it if you can get it. Redmond makes a good one. You're going to want, I like Icelandic kelp as well. It just kind of packs a lot of micronutrients in there. Try to give that to them nearly at a free choice basis, although it just rained today, so I didn't want it getting rained on, so I removed it today. And then sometimes I give them baking soda just to kind of help combat bloat if I'm introducing some of this alfalfa hay to them, for example, and they haven't had it in a while. I give them some of that. But the supplementation is very low. Worming, really, I've wormed once. Trim the hooves once a year, and really that's it. But perhaps the most important part of being easy animals is being easy lambers. So if you can't tell, she is pregnant. She's about 4.5 months pregnant. So she should be delivering in a month. And especially this breed Dorpers, they're just fabulous moms. Really easy lambers, which means they give birth and they raise their babies easy. That is worth its weight in gold right there. Having an animal that is capable of raising its young without much interference from you is among the most important things that you can have in a homesteading operation, because you do not want to spend a lot of time doing that. That's not your job, it's her job, and you want an animal that does it well. All right, boys and girls, there it is. Those are my 6 reasons for putting sheep on your homestead. If you raise sheep, I would love to hear about your experience in the comment section. If you are interested in sheep, this is a channel that you're going to want to follow. We do videos about chickens, rabbits, no-till gardening, but I think sheep are kind of my favorite thing to talk about on the channel. So definitely stick around, hit the subscribe button. Okay, well, I appreciate you stopping by today. Until next time, I'm PJ with the High Mountain Homestead.